Hi guys, Chelsea here. I want to go over some rules for personal success. As entrepreneurs, it's something that we're all striving toward, as well as just being reminded of some of these simple things too can just help keep you on track even more to reach those end goals that you have. So number one is getting your priorities straight. When you don't have priorities straight, it can cause you to go off and to do other things, or you might be dabbling in all these different things trying to market your business, and you don't really have a set plan of direction that's going to get you to the end result. If you just show up every day, you might be doing some marketing tasks here and there, but you're kind of juggling, going from different paths throughout the time period that you have sat down to work. So number one is to double check that you're on track. So one way that I like to go ahead and get my priorities straight is a planner. I'm still like the old school where I like to write things down. One, it helps me remember things, as well as pull it out anytime and see it as well. So for me, I still use an old school planner. And at the end of my day, I found over time that I like to write down the next set of tasks. So even if I have some blank time, I put in, creating videos. And that helps me then, okay, whenever the next day I wake up, show up, I have my calendar set of call times, calendar set of this next set of tasks, and that helps keep my priorities straight. So that's one suggestion, is to double check that at the end of your day, are you planning out your next day and setting it up for success? And then also taking some time, maybe you have this once a month or weekly, to just go ahead, kind of set in, meditate, and think on your business itself. Are things on track? Is there any problems going on? So just take a step back, evaluate to know that you're on track for where you want to be going. And during this time, you can set out the next set of tasks. So sometimes I like to take out a blank sheet of paper, meditate on it, and then write out my most important tasks that need to be getting done. And so you have a list in front of you always of what you want, and you prioritize the important stuff as well and make that match into your schedule. So creating a clear picture of what you need to be doing during the day and making sure that you have your priorities in place. Then use your resources wisely. So for example, really think about yourself and what times and days are your peak times, like you're the most alert, your body, your mind. I've always felt like, for me personally, noon is like my prime time. There's a lot of studies out there that show morning is the best because you just got that great amount of sleep, but maybe you're more of a night owl versus a morning person, so that can be a little bit different based off of you. So really think about that for yourself and make sure that those peak times you are doing your most important tasks to get you to your success that you want to be at. And then for those other times, you can fill it in with your non-essential important activities, such as maybe cleaning around the house or whatever it is that you have. And then focusing on one thing at a time. So especially when you are branding yourself on social media, there can be so many distractions with messages coming in, comments, pings. It can be too much. So one thing that I did that has helped me a long time ago is on my phone, I took all the apps that I had and I turned off a majority of all notifications. So then I'm not getting disrupted during the day. So one, my phone's not going off crazy amount. If it was, I would be going crazy. And I then have I have my time where I can log in, get to all the work that I need to be done, and then put it away, and then in the evening as well. And this just helps to not be pulled in different directions, not get off task of what you have listed as your most successful task and the tasks that you're supposed to be getting done that day. And then remember to stay focused. So as an entrepreneur, there's several things coming at you. You may have several clients, you may have different employees, phone calls that can be demanding your attention. And just keep in mind, this stuff is going to be causing you noise to do the most important things that you need to be done. So do the most important task right away before all of this stuff, because that is where you want to put your top energy towards. You do not want to be doing stuff that's draining your energy at your prime time. Because one, that's also going to cause you to lower focus. That's going to cause you to not give your full 100% towards what it is that you're working on. So in order to focus effectively, be sure to go through these questions in your business and put together a daily task that can help you to stay on track with this. Your prime times that you work the best. Putting together a list of all the tasks, meditating on things, or taking the time just to kind of sit there, think, gather. Be sure you're on track of where you want to be. Do the most important task first. Don't be letting those draining tasks take away from your most important creative tasks that you have for branding yourself, marketing yourself, or creating content, whatever it is. And also notice where you work best. So maybe it is sitting outside on your porch, or having your own office, or maybe working somewhere at like a coffee shop. Figure out where you work best. Where are the places that you're getting the most work done, productive, your mind's very clear. That can also play a role. And then just like you train your body for health, fitness, muscle, you also need to be training your mind. Because when you start doing multitasking, your brain adapts. Just like the body adapts to anything that you're doing, your body's adapting to it. So you start, one, losing the ability to focus, distractions start coming in, and you're creating that as a habit. So you're training your brain to be unfocused, or not at least 100% focused at what you're doing when you're doing this. So I know at this time and we're in the world, it can be very hard to do it, but just practice concentrating. Maybe it could be turning off your phone, turning off all distractions that you have, and committing your attention to that single task. And you can start small. It could be, 5-10 minutes a day. You can work your way up, but keep building and training your brain to be focusing. So those are your tips to integrate into your daily work, life, and business to achieve personal success.